She calls.
Get the cage ready.
It was a bluff.
Get in there.
This would be the best slow roll ever. He just turns over like a full house.
Yeah, have a jack.
These women beat the pros for millions. They didn't just come to play. They came to dominate. In a game long ruled by men, these women stepped up, stared down the pros, and raked in pots worth millions. From ice-cold hero calls to fearless bluffs and brutal knockouts. This is high-stakes poker at its finest. Get ready to witness the queens of the felt take their throne. Because these aren't just great poker hands, they're power moves. Bottom pair don't care. Our first clip features Game of Gold champion Maria Ho, a fearless competitor with over $5.5 million in tournament winnings. She's one of the sharpest minds in the game, and in this hand, she shows exactly why she's earned a seat among the best.
Maria's in as well, and Cindy's checks his option. Multi-way action.
It's only 4 ways.
We don't know what Sindis' second card is, but I bet he does, because he looked at it.
Well, we know he's in front right now with at least a pair of kings.
Nice to see him finally hit a flop.
Maria bets with a pair of sixes.
She's betting bottom pair, but it's as a bluff.
Oh, Cindy's folds.
Oh, what? No, don't do that.
Sarah has passed as well. Round to Theo, who's got... Yep. He calls. She checks. And Theo checks.
Theo will not be checking the river.
It's the cage street. A jack on the river. Action on Maria. She checks to Mr. Jorgensen.
Theo's got no choice but to bet this, and remember, Theo wants to bet this.
There's the bluff card.
Someone is going into the cage.
250,000.
And there is the bluff.
This is such a tough call to make, but with Theo's rep, maybe she gets it done.
I call.
And a call.
See ya! Snapped off.
That's disgusting.
With nothing more than bottom pair, Maria digs deep and makes a world-class hero call. It's a moment that separates the elite from the rest, where instinct, experience, and pure guts collide. Maria trusted her read and was rewarded. This isn't just a lucky call, it's the mark of a true pro. Kelly's cold-blooded control. In this high-stakes clash, Kelly proves she's not just playing the game, she's mastering it. From the second the flop hits, she takes command, landing a strong hand on a dangerous, draw-heavy board. With potential straights and flushes lurking, many would panic. Not Kelly.
Kelly with nines. Action falls around to her in the small blind. She's going to raise it up this time, and gagging deep with King Jack of Hearts. And we see King Jack 9. What a flop for this blind on blind encounter. Kelly with bottom set, gagging deep with top 2 pair. Sure to occur. He does make the call. Both players funking for a brick on the turn. 7 of spades may slow things down here. Or just flat call now again with top 2. Kelly's gone small, 600,000. Red 6 on the end. Oh, Kelly checks. I like to see him go with a big sizing here. But she did bet twice. Wow, he's checked back. Incredible that he has not lost more chips.
She stays calm, calculated, and clinical. Even as the turn and river bring sweat-worthy cards, Kelly navigates the landmines like a seasoned assassin, extracting maximum value while giving up nothing. This is high-level poker played with icy precision. Proof that Kelly isn't just good under pressure, she thrives in it. Live and let rip. In the next clip, Liv Burry steps into the spotlight and shows us why she's one of the most respected minds in poker. A former astrophysicist, chess competitor, and the only woman to ever win both a WSOP bracelet and an EPT title, Liv is a strategic powerhouse.
Great shape here at the moment. However, the power position, sometimes it just doesn't matter. Maybe Usman has other plans for every time he doesn't connect. Study this and find a C-bet. And if Usman decides to float, that he would also not be giving up on. Liv knows all this.
He does make the call. Turn is a 9 of spades. Flush draw now for Liv.
Yeah, very
Nines for
interesting
Usman.
card. And it's the sort of card where I expect Liv to maybe consider betting twice as a form of a semi-bluff. That Usman is floating. We could also consider a world in which we're looking to check jam. I think this is the safer route. Unlikely to be betting again. It would have to be this sort of holding to fire 2 shells. And it looks like he...
The river is the deuce of spades. The flush comes in for Liv Boeree with 1.2 million behind.
But a half pot
There
size
it is,
shove. And
all of it.
Usman now beats literally nothing, really, other than just a stone
Just
cold
a
bluff, right? The
A bluff
spades
that
get
fired
there.
every street.
She had the ace. By the way, ace X of spades is also a combination.
Time extension used, granting him an additional 30 seconds to act.
We're sticking around all the way here until the river. He did have the best hand, and I give him even more credit here for finding this fold. Came to the correct realization that she just had.
Liv takes the aggression dial and cranks it up to 10. On a board that would give most players nightmares, she stays relentless, betting, barreling, and applying nonstop pressure. Though her opponent finds a fold, it's not just about the cards, it's about the courage to go for it. And Liv? She doesn't flinch. We hunted down the most savage hands where women absolutely dominated the table. Now it's your turn to keep the momentum going. Hit like and subscribe to help bring more epic poker moments to life. Maria on a mission. Maria Ho is back, and this time she's staring down one of poker's most unpredictable legends, Gus Hansen. Known for his aggressive and unconventional play, Gus tries to apply pressure, but Maria's not backing down.
Okay, Gus never has a hand, ever.
Still good action. Thanks, Gus.
So Maria has ace 10. And she doesn't connect with the flop.
Checking.
I'd say we should check behind and just try to get the showdown, but then Gus is going to get all aggro, so maybe it's better just to try to win this now. Problem is he's never folding a better hand to 1-bet, but he could call with worse.
He calls Maria's bet. The turn card is an 8.
Checking.
Maria still only has ace high.
Still think we're fine, though. Maybe we don't want this pot getting any bigger.
She checks behind. A queen on the river. Oh, looks like Gus is going to bet. And of course, we don't know if this is a value bet or a bluff.
I think we got a call here. Gus would bet a lot of hands, and most of them are going to be more air than the planet Druidia. Especially with the shark cage factored in, we have to call. We don't want to go to the cage.
Yeah, if Maria folds here and it turns out ace high was the best hand, Maria will take the walk of shame. Five seconds. She calls.
Get the cage ready.
It was a bluff.
Get in there.
This would be the best slow roll ever. He just turns over like a full house. I have a jack and a 10.
That's not a straight, right? Okay, phew.
Short stack Gus is going.
With nothing but ace high, Maria makes an absolutely savage call, trusting her read and instincts over the cards. It's bold, it's brilliant, and it's a clear message. If you're thinking about bluffing Maria Ho, think again. Kelly's second strike. If you thought Kelly's first hand was impressive, buckle up, because she's not done yet. This time, she squares off against Mark in a battle where both players turn marginal hands into a chess match of timing and control.
5K is very small. $10 is gonna be fireworks between these two. Kelly defends with 10-7. Mark open 10-9. Wow, it's gone check on this flop. Kelly cutting out. Well, pretty big bet. I like this sizing. 10-9. And he flops strong, and wow, that is a deathly card. The only saving grace for Mark is that the flush draw on the turn has completed. And Kelly praying that's what Mark has made with top full house. And well, he makes a swift call. He's lost a lot less in this pot than he was supposed to. If he'd bet this flop, this would have been a very big pot.
While some commentators suggest she could have bet earlier for more value, Kelly shows why patience is a weapon in poker. She waited for the right moment to strike when her hand was best and still walked away with a solid payday. It's not about flashy aggression, it's about precision. Kelly continues to prove that smart, disciplined play is how you build a winning legacy. Perplexing Peter. Next, we shift over to Hustler Casino Live for a hand that's less about cards and more about cold-blooded strategy. Sia, the bot, is locked in against Peter, the wreck, and what starts as a typical hand quickly turns into a high-stakes mental showdown.
Could I get some new wine glass?
The wreck, he does not believe it. Throw in the fact that we're playing a stand-up game, and suddenly he is going all for it. He 4-bets to 4,200. And see, it just calls. Oh, God. King, queen, flop. Peter the Wreck has actually flopped a gutter. Any play is reasonable. Well, if your opponent's bluffing, let him bluff. I don't know if they're going to bluff anymore or not, but look at that. So not only does Sia the bot get the button, but she gets $6,600 added to her bankroll as well. She's now up like...
Peter thinks he's got the edge until Sia calmly flips over pocket aces and scoops a massive pot. Her composure? Unshakable. Her timing? Impeccable. And Peter? Completely outplayed. This isn't just a win, it's a statement. Sia proves that being underestimated at the table is the greatest advantage a sharp player can have. And her next move? It's going to be even more brutal. Maria the Master. In this high-pressure hand, Maria Ho locks horns with Jacob in what starts as a seemingly standard battle. Neither player holds much at first glance, but as the tension builds, Maria takes command with world-class instincts and nerves of steel.
You know, like we've been watching her for 2 days, being very deliberate about all the decisions. And
can she play back on this board?
I mean, who can watch this and say that poker is not sport? You know, you've got the switch.
A lot of people I can think of. Do you want me to start naming them? And how long have you got?
I don't.
The master of answering the rhetorical question.
Who can say these are not two athletes in the prime of their...
Oh, don't get him started again, for God's sake.
In the prime of their careers.
She's changed up her game. She hasn't got a strong enough hand to cool down with. Oh, okay, it's a call. Wow.
Oh, my God.
Okay, well, how much better a card can she have hopes of seeing on the turn? Top pair now and the flush draw. Now she can go back into check call mode.
We'll see how quickly he checks here.
I mean, that was an out-of-position float with her. Don't make no mistake. She had nothing. She was planning something on the turn.
By the way, under the heading of Jacob...
Well, that's all she could have been doing, Barney.
Yeah.
This takes heart.
Yeah, he doesn't switch off. I mean, I love the way he plays it.
It might not be hard. It might be stubbornness.
Their styles are so well set up for a great heads-up match because they've got opposite styles, haven't they? And a lot of it is card dependent, but now, you know, I think she was planning to do a check raise on the turn. And now she can just call because she's hit kind of like the ultimate bingo card on the turn for her.
I think from her point of view, if she goes for the check raise, she doesn't give him the opportunity to lose his entire stack on the river.
This is a give up. I say he gives up this time. Because you know, she called on that 2-diamond board. You know, she called again on the turn when the diamond came. What does he think he's going to get her off on the river?
Look at the color of his ears right now, Barney. I think he's determined. He's committed to a strategy.
Well, for a start off, she could have a flush.
Yeah, but I actually I actually think he's
well,
kind
it fits the story.
I actually think it's very, very important to him to get a bluff.
Oh, he has to bet really big.
After getting a bluff called, I think there's something else at work here.
He's overbet the pot here. He's overbet the pot.
I think she's going to find this call quicker than the last one.
It's unbelievable if she does make this call. It's just how quick these people have switched without a cooler at all.
Is this a harder or easier decision than the ace high?
It's an easier one.
Yeah.
Because it's going to do her less damage if she's wrong. And
well, it's a huge bet, but just in terms of...
And the 10 doesn't look that scary. It doesn't really fit.
He would never have made this bet with hitting a 10 on the river, would he?
No.
I mean, it would be great if he could.
No, he'd have been delighted to hit the 10 and checked.
No, he probably would have valued it, but you know, he would have bet.
Well, okay.
You know what? If she found the call with the ace jack, I think she's finding this call too, isn't she?
Now I think she's folding. Now I've decided she's
because
folding.
she's sat back in her chair.
I don't think.
And because she's only just got these chips.
It's because of the 7-8.
I think there's absolutely no chance she's folding here.
No, I think she's calling. The game just keeps on changing, and you keep seeing new things.
Still looks the same to me. That may explain quite a lot.
Here she is showing something that has not been shown much before. I hope whether she calls or folds, I hope she doesn't do it. Okay, 1 minute. So I don't know what Jacob had for lunch, but we are going to find out at some point.
Who's put her on the clock?
It can only be that Jacob's put her on the clock, and.
How did he do that without
That's what I
want
to know.
Does he wiggle his ears too?
No, I mean, you know, weird things happen sometimes. I mean, people get
well
yeah.
played.
Putting on the clock didn't help. That's he didn't think that she had the hand that strong. He thought he was getting her off ace high,
And just like that, Maria delivers a soul-reading hero call that turns the entire table upside down. With the confidence and clarity of a true pro, she proves why her name belongs alongside poker's elite. Calm, fearless, and razor sharp, Maria doesn't just play the game, she owns it. That call? It's not just good, it's iconic. Crushed by Kelly. Back for another hand, Kelly closes the show with a performance that's nothing short of savage. This time she's facing Aaron, and both players wake up with monster hands. But while Aaron plays it straight, Kelly plays it perfectly.
Kelly peeling from the big deuce 3 in the same suit. And what a flop we have here. 9, 4, 5, 2 hearts. Kelly opening his straight flush draw. Aaron with 2 overs and the flush draw. Having opened from +1. And he decides to check back on this board. Oh my word. Have you seen a sicker hand? Straight flush versus nut flush. We are playing Texas Hold'em. These guys need to get themselves over to a cash game. Bad beats galore. 60k bet from Kelly into Aaron, who now holds the nuts, and well, he's bet 60. She's bet 16 to 65 on a card that should favour him. He does make the call. Deuce on at the end. Let's see how much acting goes on in this pot. Both cannot wait to get their chips in. Kelly's going to size pretty big here, I think. She's targeting ace-X a lot. There we go, 175, just a shade under the pot. Now Aaron will do his best acting job before jamming. And when he gets snapped, he's going to assume he's won. There's no way he's thinking she has a straight flush. This is a sickening hand. He does move it all in. She gets it in.
Wow, you're a pro. That's it. I got it.
What the fuck?
I got it.
I got it. He's like GG. He's like GG. See ya. Get out of here. No tea time.
That was fun.
It might have been a cooler, but Kelly's strategy was anything but automatic. She leaned in, applied pressure, and never let her opponent off the hook. That's not just a win, it's a statement. Her timing, aggression, and instincts combine into a final hand that screams poker greatness. Cooler or not, Kelly knew exactly how to extract every chip. And that's what makes her dangerous. Beauty and the Beast. Next up, Brazilian powerhouse Day steps into the spotlight, and she does not disappoint. Facing off against Bruno and Gaston, she plays with the calm fury of a queen who knows her throne is earned, not given. The stakes are high, but Day doesn't blink.
Here you go.
Gaston from the big blind, King Jack of Hearts.
Don't look for. I can beat the
He's taking it three-way. She does bet and is going to get called in two spots. Gaston can easily have a king or a four, the way this is played out. River 6. I'd like to see Gaston put out a bet now. He's going to do just that. 3 million, 2.9, pardon me. Flick it in. Full double up for Diane, up to 15 million.
With a commanding double up through Gaston, Day secures a 15 million chip pot like it's just another day at the office. While others might celebrate, she stays cool and focused. Gaston thought he had her crushed. But this wasn't his fairy tale. It was her coronation. Day double feature. The Brazilian goddess is back, and this time she's bringing the pressure early. Day locks horns with Mattis in a high-stakes clash that's all about mind games and guts. The flop is barely down before she starts building the heat.
Well, we rejoin the feature table to find, wow, what a pot this is going off.
Oh, baby, Mattis.
So we're going to assume Gaston's opened and they both peeled and it's probably gone check through, right, Ludo? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does make sense. Look at the size.
Said that. No, actually, it must be limped. Gaston's limped the button because look at the pot size.
Yeah, you're right. He's limped, yeah.
And then it's all going to kick off on the turn.
Like,
let him value bet worse than the river. Let him bluff. Let him catch a draw if he's got some combo draw he's raised.
If he's got like 9-10 or something, like 9-5 of spades or something, like you're gonna have to let him bluff it on the river.
Well, she does re-raise.
But like this is gonna work out because Mattis has got an 8. But usually I'm saying like if Mattis has like 9-5 of spades here, he's gonna just bin it because he could be dead.
Right.
Well, not dead with 9-5 of spades, you know what I mean? But some sort of like straight draw, flush draw, whatever. So
well, she limped from the small, so she would have.
Yeah, she's alright. Okay, I keep assuming that the button opened for some reason, but the button limped.
Yeah, 6 on the end,
if any at all.
Wow, she rips in for over pot.
Oh, I'm loving that. She's pretty sure that he's got an 8, and she's right, and is he going to be able to fold an 8? That is the question. If he folds here, good fold. Let's see if Mattis can find the fold, because it is over the pot. It's just over pot. So if you assume that there's no bluffs, I think you've probably got to fold. Good fold from Mattis.
Good fold.
Yeah, I think.
Mattis flinches, folding 3-8s and escaping with his stack, but not his pride. Day didn't need a monster hand to put him in the tank. Just presence, just pressure, just perfect timing. If you're wondering how champions rise, it's by playing like this. The bot is back. Sia, the bot, is back in action, and this time she's outgunned on paper. But poker's not about paper. Facing 3 opponents and holding what looks like a weak hand, she leans on skill, patience, and that trademark killer instinct.
Bump it up. 600. Oh. See you next round. Forward. Check.
On Monday, I couldn't stop laughing. He was commentating. Zoom in on the guy, kind of mysteriously.
Hey, shocker, everybody. See, the bot is flopped. The joint. $2,500 in there. A lot of pre-flop aggression, and CA just bink, boink. Sertau's been pretty aggressive tonight in spots. Is going to go for it here with ace-10. And he's not going to like it when it comes back over to Sia.
16.
How much are you behind? It's always a little frustrating when you get through the first couple of players and you're thinking, maybe I'm good. Maybe I'm going to get it through. And then it's the last player who just kind of slams you up against the wall and kicks you right in the you-know-what. I'm all in.
All in?
What? Oh, no! Oh, my God. What are you doing?
Hey, who's in here?
He has a button. This is just a complete punt. I mean, in fairness, this works every time your opponent doesn't have a 9, I think. But what? Oh, wow. They just love Sia. They want to give her money. I mean, I don't even know what she's thinking about here. I mean, the problem is he has some bluffs in his range, but you beat a lot of the 9s, like 10-9, 9-7, right? I mean, he just doesn't have pocket 8s here, right? He's not playing pocket 8s this way. And she calls. Oh, of course she calls, obviously. Oh, my. Dark Knight is drawing dead because we know the cards that are dead already.
Twice, I guess.
You can run it 44 times.
Overpair.
He says he has an overpair, but we know he doesn't.
As the Dark Knight bluffs himself into a black hole, Sia doesn't need theatrics, just a simple call to rake in the pot. She lets him self-destruct, and it's surgical. Being a poker goddess isn't about flashy cards. It's about always knowing when it's your time to collect. Don't miss another legendary win, epic poker blow-up, or brutal bad beat. Hit like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more epic poker action. Thanks for watching.